Hi, everybody. Mike Series here. This is part 3 of a 3-part series of getting your system ready so that you can start using it and hopefully do more business with using it. What we're going to cover today is customizing the campaigns. This is probably the most important section that you're going to need because you want to look different from any other agent, and the last thing you want to do is have canned responses that if other agents didn't customize their campaigns, you're going to look the same and everything's going to be the same. So what you want to do is you want to customize it so that you know what's going out, you know what you want to say to these people, and you know how you want to approach it. So let's take a look at the customizing of the campaigns. We're going to go to the marketing autopilot, and we're going to hit the start a campaign. Okay, so basically the system is already have a default set of campaigns. I believe we've, if you had taken the Agent Success Plan, they've covered some of that in the Agent Success Plan's week 1 tutorial. All right, so what we're going to do, I know there's 40 campaigns here, as you could see. So what we're going to do is we're going to create the page so that we can see them all on one page, and we don't have to go to page to page to page. And so what we're going to do is go down to the campaign that probably most agents are going to use more often than any other ones, and that's the MyWeichert Open House campaign, which is right here. Now, as you can see, the campaign summary says the campaign is designed for leads that come from the MyWeichert Open House app. Now, what that means, I believe they've covered that in the week 1 tutorial, is that MyWeichert has 2 apps that you can download. One of them is an open house app. The idea is to use that on a tablet at the open house and have people sign in. The reason for that is once you have them sign in, the system, going from the app, will automatically upload those people with the information that they put in right into your smart CRM. That's an automatic. I know a lot of people have problems at the open house if they're using sign-in paper, because a lot of people can, they don't write all that clearly, and it's very difficult to read phone numbers and email addresses. So a lot of times you're not getting the correct information, or even if you are getting the correct information, you really don't know what it says because it's not really clear in the writing. At least when they're typing it in or tapping it in on your tablet, okay, the information is clear. Whether they give you the correct information or not is a different story, but at least the information is clear and readable. All right, the correct information is another issue we'll cover for another time. But anyway, so now we're back into the Open House app. All right, so what's happening here is the trigger that the Open House app is doing is the source is from Open House, and the status is either new lead or prospect. Okay, now when you're signing people in at the open house through the tablet, through the app, and it gets uploaded into your smart CRM automatically, that lead comes in as a prospect. So it's a open house prospect, which triggers the campaign. Okay, if you're manually putting these contacts in, let's assume that you're going to somehow manually put them in, then the source again is still open house. And you're probably going to either put either new lead or prospect anyway, and that will then, once you upload that, will also trigger the campaign. Okay, so whether it's up through the app or whether you do it manually, this campaign is going to be automatically attached to the contact and triggered. All right, so let's now look at what it's doing. It's saying that it's going to be contacting somehow, wants to make you have 14 contacts with this person. All right. So let's see what those contacts are. We're going to click on the open house campaign, and we're going to see what these things are going to be doing. So in the first 4 hours, the system is going to email on your behalf, and it's going to look like it's coming from you to the contact. Okay, that happens at the clock as soon as the person gets uploaded into the CRM. The clock starts ticking. Okay, as soon as that person enters the CRM, then the 4 hour time frame, the email goes out. So if you're at the open house and your tablet is attached to the Wi-Fi at the open house, as soon as the contact submits the information, it automatically gets uploaded into your CRM, and in 4 hours after that moment, an email gets sent out on your behalf. Okay? If the tablet is not connected to the internet at the open house, you can still collect the information. And all that information will be collected and stored on the tablet. And then once you bring the tablet back into a place where you can connect, either at the office, your home, or wherever, then as soon as it's connected, the contact information will all get forwarded up into the smart CRM, and then the clock starts ticking from that moment. So 4 hours from that moment, the email is going out on your behalf. Okay? So I guess I'm assuming that the best practice behind this would be to have connectivity at the open house. If you don't have it, you just don't have it. You deal with what you deal with. But if you do have it, the idea is that if you're doing a 1 to 5 open house, okay, then within 4 hours from the time that they submitted the information, so from 5 to 9, they're going to get this email, okay, that same day, which is exactly what you're trying to accomplish. Some contact, some follow-up, some way, the same day that they came, thanking them for coming to the open house, right? So that's what you want. Then within a 24-hour period, day 1, it's sending out another email, and then day 2, it's showing that it's going to make a call. So now this is either one of 2 things, and in this particular case, it looks like it's a task type call, okay, because it's telling you that the system is going to call you and not the contact, okay? So if it's calling, the system's calling you, it's basically going to show up in your dashboard that day as a task reminder to follow up with that person with a phone call, okay? Which is probably the better way to go in an open house situation, okay? The lead network is mostly going to say system to contact, which means that the system is going to call you and tell you you have a lead on the line, and then press 1 to accept that lead. And then basically, it's going to forward that call to the contact. So that's how the system works. So in this particular case, it looks like it is a system to the agent, a task reminder, and not a call reminder. Okay. Then on day 3, on day 5, it's sending out. Day 7, it's sending out more emails. Okay. A lot of agents, and then again on day 10, it's telling you to do another follow-up call. Now, a lot of agents are saying, in 10 days, I'm only calling the person to follow up twice, according to the campaign. And that answer would be yes. The campaign is telling you twice would be the times to call, follow up with that person. Okay, so there's many agents that would like to follow up a lot more than twice in 10 days. So this is where you have to clone the campaign and create your own customized campaign. So let's clone the campaign and see exactly what first of all, let's see what the campaign is saying. So I'm not going to change. The only thing I'm going to change is I'm going to change the scope, because I just wanted to make sure that it's not affecting anybody else but me. In most of your instances, you're only going to have the choice of yourself. Okay. So then I'm not changing anything else, because I'm not going to go over what that means yet. And then I'm going to click next, and I'm going to click next, and I'm going to click next, and clone the campaign. So basically, this is just simply a copy campaign, but it's completely identical, since I didn't change anything else, okay, to what the default open house campaign is doing. So let's just take a quick look at what these emails are being sent out. So what this cloned copy is going to be able to do, first of all, we're going to see what's being sent out to the contacts. The second thing is we're going to be able to alter the order, timeframes, or add things in by adding an action, okay, so that we can start customizing the campaigns. And the third thing is we're going to be able to replace these with new edited things that you want to send out, that you want to say. So first of all, let's see what this is being sent out, okay? So by the able to see this, you clone the campaign, you hit view this template, you click it on. Okay, now this is what the email is going out in that 4-hour period. Open house 4-hour day 1 email. It says hi, and this is called a meta tag. Okay, this is going to automatically put in the name of the contact, the first name of the contact. Okay, when when this email is created. So hi John, hi Jane, hi Lori, hi whoever, okay? Whoever signed in, that's the name, okay? It's a pleasure meeting you at the open house. Please let me know if I can be of any help in your home search. Feel free to call me anytime or text me anytime, okay? And then it's going to show your name, first name, last name, Weichert Realtors, your cell phone, and your email address, okay? Two things wrong with this email that I can see. First of all, you don't really know if it's a buyer, okay? Although this template is kind of designed for a buyer coming to an open house, and 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a buyer at your open house because they're looking for homes, but you don't know if it's a potential of being a seller, okay? So this line here, please let me know if I can be of any help in your home search, may or may not be what you exactly want to say. You may want to change that to be more generic about whatever you want to say. Let me know if I can help you in your real estate needs, something like that. Okay, feel free to give me a call. All right. The second issue that I can see that's wrong with this is this. Okay, this is going to just print your first name, last name, Weichert Realtors, your cell phone, and your email address. Very impersonal, very plain Jane, very not individual at all. All right. Remember, when we started this, we put out, we filled out our profile, and we created a nice signature for ourselves. Okay. And that's the signature that we want to appear on every single email that we send out. So what we want to do is we want to replace all of this with the signature that we created. Okay. So we might want to change a couple of the words in here. And we may want to change, we obviously do want to change our signature. So how do we do that? So we're going to close that out, right? And we need to go to templates. But before I do that, I'm going to stop the video here and go on to part 2, because I want you to take in what we just did, okay? And kind of grasp what we just did, and go back, maybe clone the campaign yourself, and then go through, hit the edit buttons to see what these campaigns are doing. The only other one I want to show you is this one here, where it says call. Okay. Now by having the system call the agent, we can see by this being checked off here that this is a task reminder. So this is going to show up in your dashboard as a task. If this was checked, it would initiate a call from the system to you and then connects you to the lead. So by checking one of these two, you are creating the kind of action that you want to create. So that's basically what it does, okay? And it says here, call and do leave a voicemail on the first action. All right, so I'm going to stop here, okay, because I want you to take your time now and go through some of these emails and see if there's any of these emails that you would want to change, and keep that in mind and maybe make a note to yourself as we go through that, okay? Thanks, and I will come back with part 2.